What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Off the Dribble featuring myself, Ash, and my co host, Chetan. We're back after a large, sort of insane window in the free agency cycle. Trades we didn't see happening, signings we didn't really see happening. We'll get started with the most shocking one. Yesterday, around 6 p.m., we got the news, man. Jaylen Brown has been traded to the Philadelphia 76ers for Paul George, 2 first-round picks. I believe it was a 2028 swap was the first one, and the 2031 unprotected, and then there's 2 second-round picks as well. Your initial thoughts?
Well, the Celtics got fleeced.
Yeah.
That's definitely the initial reaction to the trade. I don't know why they couldn't at least try to get something else in return. If you're gonna get something, you might as well have gone for the Boston trade if you're gonna do something, or the Giannis trade if you're gonna do something. I mean, the first round picks are cool and all, but that it depends. I mean, does that mean they're gonna try tanking now?
No, I think they want to rebuild around Tatum. Like as a retool is what they called it.
I don't know. I don't like it for the Celtics at all. On the Sixers side, they have a bunch of scoring options now. Like, who's gonna play their 4?
Dean Wade.
Okay, that's actually that's actually a really solid starter. He's a good 3-and-D kind of power forward. That's a solid starting lineup. You have Tyrese at the 1, VJ at the 2, Jaylen Brown at the 3, Dean at the 4, Joel Embiid at the 5. That gives you it gives some cushion too for Embiid to take a little bit more rest during the.
They signed Simons.
Yeah, they signed Simons, so you have a little bit more depth now. For Embiid can if during the regular season him not playing as much is not as big of a deal, so you can really save him. He could be fresh for the playoffs. You have a lot of defense, a little bit more defensive minded wings and guards around Tyrese Maxey now with Jaylen Brown and VJ Edgecombe. Obviously, Dean Wade's a pretty good defender.
The Bronx stopper.
Anthony Simons is obviously kind of he's not as good as Tyrese Maxey, obviously, but he's more of an offensive-minded guard, so I think that gives him some depth off the bench. But I think
they got Phylon.
So I mean, they have a lot of that's a lot of guards, man. Wow.
They're not a single backup center yet. They have a Dembo now. That's the only issue with the Sixers so far.
I think that should be honestly it should be fine when you have that much guard depth.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're in the East, you don't really run into a size problem. It's more when you're in the West.
The Heat.
Yeah, with the Heat now, that is going to be really hard. You have Giannis and Bam. That's going to be hard. But I think, you could still beat them with your guards. I don't think that can be that big.
Yeah, they don't really have guards.
I think roster-wise, the Sixers are probably the best team in the East now.
Okay, I'll play devil's advocate, right?
Okay.
So, here's what, and I was thinking about why the Celtics would do this in an effort. I'm gonna write and publish this tomorrow, but I was thinking about so have you ever seen Jaylen Brown's on off numbers? So the Celtics are 36-6 when Jaylen Brown doesn't play. He has a net rating of -6.
Okay.
Every lineup, if you put this past season, even when he was a 6th in the MVP race, every lineup that Jaylen Brown in it was worse than the ones that had Jaylen Brown off it. Which is it's nothing to
I get the stats are there, but they still won the games though.
I'm not saying this is
if he's off the court, are they winning those games?
I mean, they didn't lose without him this year.
That is true.
And again, Celtics fans are gonna quote the games he played and stuff, but I think if I'm looking at it from an ownership perspective, right, or a GM perspective, and I'm I have these 2 players who think they're the best, right, and I have Jaylen Brown's extension eligible on July 24th or something.
Yeah.
And he's gonna want, I think it would have been 2 years, $150 million, right? And there's just no situation in the modern NBA where you can pay 2 people
that much money,
$600 combined $1 million. That's the Boston justification for trading him, which is why I agreed with trading him.
Yeah.
The place where I think they messed up is the return, because. As much as I think people defending the trade are oh, Paul George is actually a pretty decent complimentary piece. You get 2 first round picks. You can flip him for Trey Murphy. It'd be interesting, but yeah, PG's 38. He's injury prone. Your other replacement, Mitchell Robinson, is literally the most injury prone center in the league.
Also gives you no offensive production other than a lob threat.
Yeah. So I agree. I think overall I agree with them trading Jaylen Brown. It's the return that kind of just makes no sense to me, because if they just didn't tell anyone they were shopping him this aggressively, I think they would have got better offers.
I feel a package centered around like Trey Murphy and DeJounte Murray and a couple picks or something like that would have definitely been
Do you think the Pelicans would want Jaylen Brown?
maybe probably.
I don't know what
I
they
feel like the
want.
Pelicans don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So if you give them a player like, I feel like the Pelicans probably need a reset, and a star player like Jaylen Brown would really help in that
But like,
kind of thing.
let's take a team.
Jeremiah Fears at the 1, Jaylen
Yeah.
Brown at the 2. Kind of get off those like older or like mid-older guards, and Trey Murphy probably doesn't want to be there anyways.
But I'm trying to think. Let's take a team like Indiana, right? Like,
Yeah.
like they have some draft capital. Let's say they paired like Andrew
Yeah,
Nembhard.
interesting. Indiana hasn't made a move yet.
Like Andrew Nembhard, Aaron Nesmith, and like
Yeah.
3 first-round picks. That's probably better than
What-
Paul
yeah.
George, right?
Mhm.
Like, and those pieces probably fit better around Tatum. Now, I think I disagree with you. I think the Sixers are still worse than the Celtics, though.
That's crazy.
And my rationale is, I think we're gonna see like Jason Tatum take like that super like MVP level. Like if I had a preseason pick for MVP, I think it'd be Jason Tatum.
yeah.
Like I think he's always had it in him, but I feel like him and Jaylen Brown kind of played take turn offense, and they're both so good that it
Yeah.
kind of worked out. But now there's like a clear hierarchy, right? Look at like the best teams in the league. Look at like the Spurs. Look at the Thunder. Look at the Knicks. Look at even the Timberwolves, right? Like if you Nuggets, like all these teams have like clear like best player, second best player, third best player, and like everyone thrives in their role, and everyone understands what kind of role they're in. The Celtics are kind of like we all think Jason Tatum is their best player, but I'm sure there's a subset of people that thought Jaylen Brown is best player,
Yeah.
which included Jaylen Brown, and I feel like when you don't know your role and you're kind of like fighting for the same thing, like Stephon Castle is not fighting for Wemby, or J-Dub's not fighting for Shea. Like there's a clear defined structure.
Yeah.
So I feel like the Celtics are like. I think I like that, and I also don't know how I like the Jaylen Brown, Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid fit. Like 3 people that need the ball who can't play off ball.
Yeah, that is
Kind
true.
of concerns me.
I also the Celtics side. I don't know who else is gonna score the ball for them. Derek White had a pretty bad year as like a secondary scorer. People have been wanting Peyton Pritchard to take that leap for like a
Yeah.
couple years. Last year should have been the year.
Yeah, but I guess they were still like this is
They were still like the
this is the same Celtics team,
you
but just sub Tatum
have
Brown,
Tatum
right?
instead of Brown. Yeah, I guess so.
So and like we
And you
think
do
Tatum better.
technically you do have a better center now, I guess.
Oh, I have no faith he's gonna play. I think Kate is gonna play.
Yeah.
I have no faith that Ross is gonna play.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we'll see what happens with that trade. I think it's an interesting trade. They swung on a star, so we'll see if it works.
oh, if I was Philly, I'm doing the trade. You
Yeah,
got off the Paul
100%,
George contract.
yeah.
I don't want to be negative towards Philly. This is a
Yeah.
great move. Like at the very least, you can try to trade Embiid maybe later
Yeah.
and try to
I feel like that should be your next move.
Yeah, because I just don't know how reliable. We love Embiid. You guys have watched
Yeah.
the podcast. You know we love Embiid, but it's just like the injuries are too much. But like if you can have a chance to get off Paul George's contract for
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown, yeah. You got
Actually, I take it back. I don't think they're the best team in the East. We'll talk about another team who I think is better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think they're there already?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go there. So this is the.
I think this so we're gonna get into the Kawhi trade to the Raptors.
Yeah.
I think this really moves the needle for the Raptors.
I agree with this take.
They have a bunch of wings now
Mhm.
that like Scotty Barnes like kind of took that next step when like on the shot creation side.
Mhm.
He has like we talked about it multiple times. He has a good jump shot now, like a go-to kind of shot kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
The only problem was like he's not like volume scorer.
Not.
And that's something that team kind of missed. Brandon Ingram was a volume scorer, but he's a really inconsistent volume scorer, and he's not Kawhi.
Mm-hmm.
So not like I get Kawhi's 36, 30,
35. I think.
35?
Yeah, something in that range.
Yeah, but he's coming off like his best season. He played 70 something games last season. So like he's not like he was unhealthy or anything. And I mean, it looks like that was the one place that he was willing to get traded to, and he's gonna sign an extension there. You have Emmanuel Quickley still, I think, has some potential to get tapped into. He's really good offensively, and I
hope they trade him, bro.
I think that they might, but I feel like if he plays a decent role, he doesn't have to go out there and give you 20 anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of what they were expecting out of him, with what was needed before, but with the way, but the contract is obviously the way it is. But I feel like he's one of the more like the mid-tier point guards in the league, I think, and you're not really gonna get anything better, in my opinion, with the roster you have. So I think you should keep him. Then you have Scotty Barnes. You have the center position is still a little concerning with Jakob Poto. We'll see if they can do something. I don't really know what other centers.
Especially because the coach benched him. But
Yeah.
I don't. I don't know. There were a lot of Miles Turner talks, which is concerning.
Yeah, that's also a little bit more concerning, but I think that's maybe a little bit better than
Yeah.
Jakob Poeltl.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's a much better balanced team. I feel like then you have a really good defender and a person that improved their 3-point shot throughout their rookie year and Colin Murray Boyles. Like I think it's a really good team. You still have scoring in RJ Barrett. Like they didn't get rid of him. Like he's like still decent. Like he's averaged like 20 points per game the last couple of years. Like it's not like he's a bad player. Like he's a good like complementary scorer alongside Scotty Barnes and Kawhi. So I think if Kawhi could stay healthy again and did what he did last year, it's gonna be a hard team to stop.
Yeah. Yeah. So Kawhi obviously got traded for what? Brandon Ingram,
Grady Dick,
and two first.
Yeah.
Interesting that the Raptors
Yeah.
gave up more for Kawhi than the Sixers gave up for Jalen.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, but I'm gonna still go with the Knicks. I think I'll respect the champions. Although I have concerns.
Yeah.
Because they lost Mitchell Robinson, who played a huge role for them. But I think the Knicks are the best team. I am intrigued by the Raptors as the second best team in the East for me. For all the things you said, like Scotty Barnes, kind of a pass first point guard and a power forward body, but him and Kawhi, if Kawhi locks in defensively, him and Kawhi defensively is going to be a nightmare.
Very scary,
bro. But on the Clippers side, this was a pretty good trade for them, to be honest. Like you get 2 first-round picks. You get Brandon Ingram, who is actually a pretty good contract.
Yeah.
He's 2 years, $40 million left in his contract. That's actually not bad at all. Grady Dick is kind of like a wild card. Like it's like whatever. If he pans out, he pans out. But you didn't really give up too much for him. And the 2 picks are pretty important because again, the 2027 pick, they don't have control of that.
Yeah.
The 2028 pick, they don't have control of that either. That went to Boston.
Yeah.
2029 pick is the first pick they have control of. So they get 2 picks, which happens soon. That is good. They can finally start to build around Keaton Wagler, Darius Garland, Brandon Ingram.
The backcourt is still very.
It's concerning, but like young pieces, right?
Yeah, young pieces is good.
Like
Brandon Ingram's also not old. I think he might be like 28-ish, 29.
Yeah,
maybe.
something around there.
Something around there, like kind of a good vet, like still like a reliable scoring vet.
But like should be entering in his prime.
In his prime, he's definitely in his prime right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't expect the Clippers to be competitive, to be honest.
No, they shouldn't make the playoffs.
They're on the They shouldn't. Yeah, I think it's more of rebuild time. See what you can really do. But yeah, the Raptors side, it's gonna be fun. I think the East is definitely made the East better, which is kind of what we wanted.
Yeah, I guess actually this is an interesting conversation. What our best teams in the East are.
Yeah.
We have Knicks, who just won the championship. I think we should probably mention them.
Yeah.
We have.
They haven't made any really moves, but they're on the same team, obviously. So
they pretty much just lost people.
Yeah.
Really done. They have. So we brought up the Raptors. We brought up the Sixers. We brought up the Celtics.
Obviously, we talked about the Giannis trade.
So
they'll still probably make a couple moves, see what they do.
They got Tim Hardaway.
Yeah, they did get Tim Hardaway.
It's about all the moves.
Might get LeBron, which we'll talk about.
Yeah,
a little bit.
We'll talk about LeBron in a bit.
Yeah.
But there's teams like Detroit and Cleveland who finished quite high in the standings last year.
But they really haven't made any like signings, done too much yet.
Yeah, Cleveland also probably waiting on
LeBron. See what happens.
All these teams waiting on a 41-year-old, bro.
Yeah. I think the thing that's making them probably have some hope is that he's kind of outright said that he's playing for like aspirations to win and like that he's will take minimum money. So like you'll probably get the best out of LeBron at this stage of his career, which I still think will be a very productive LeBron.
The greatest minimum contract player of all time.
Yeah, I still think he can give you 20, like 8 and like 5.
He showed it. He won a playoff series on his own. He showed it. I guess we can just talk about it, right?
Yeah.
So the Lakers.
Like, how much are you aging, to be honest, in one offseason?
You're not.
Like,
maybe, but like.
Yeah, maybe that's when it really hits you. You go from 40 to 41, but like, if we're being honest.
Like, can he be the best player on a championship team?
No.
Can he be the second best player?
Maybe.
Can he be the third best player?
Definitely.
Yes.
100%.
Yes. But he needs the ball in his hands, though. He
can still play, I think.
He can't be the third best player to Austin Reeves.
No, 100%.
But he can be the third best player to...
Maybe James Harden and
maybe Jamal Murray.
Maybe
LaMelo Ball.
Yeah.
Maybe Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
Maxey. So yeah, we'll talk about...
Technically, he would be the fourth best player on that team.
Embiid's like a bit of a wild card.
That is true, yeah.
Is Tyrese Maxey better than LeBron?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
We gotta wait until LeBron retires.
Yeah. We gotta wait.
Yeah.
But sorry, what were we talking? Oh yeah. So LeBron obviously announced via Rich Paul that he's leaving the Lakers. As soon as he announced that, I said the Lakers were waiting for that shit.
Yeah.
As soon as he announced that, the Lakers signed and trade for
4 different people.
They signed and trade for Walker Kessler, who played 5 games last season, for 4 years, $130 million.
Money.
They signed Sandro Mamukalishvili.
Good pickup.
For 4 years, 62 million? 52 million?
I think 52.
4 years, 52 million.
Honestly, not a bad contract.
Yeah.
I don't think. If it's off of, obviously he had last season was his really good year.
He had a pretty productive year.
I think he'll be able to reproduce it.
Yeah.
Especially when you're playing next to Luka.
Yeah.
You'll get a lot of open corner threes.
So he'll be the starting 4. They signed Quentin Grimes. 4 years, 60.
Colin Sexton.
And then Colin Sexton, 2 years, 19. Which 2 years, 19 is actually pretty good value for Colin Sexton.
Dang, that's barely any money.
Yeah, it's barely the minimum, which actually isn't that bad. So you have
4 years, 60 for Quentin Grimes though.
I think it's a bit rich.
Yeah.
Quentin Grimes did have a couple games where he had a low 20-point game streak, and
he has potential, but he's never. I don't know if he's ever gonna be put in the position. I mean, maybe if he's the 6-man role. I mean, honestly, he could start at the 3.
He's starting at the 3 at the end of the day.
Okay, that's solid money for your starting small forward, $15 million a year.
Yeah, you're paying Luka in 2 years, $120 million is the extension they got him or something.
Yeah.
So yeah. But so the starting lineup will be Luka, Austin Reeves, Quentin Grimes, Mamukalishvili, and we'll call him Mamu for the rest of the podcast.
Don't really know how to pronounce the little.
Seton Hall grad.
Yeah.
And Walker Kessler.
So they have no defense 1 through 3.
Grimes can play a little defense.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of defense in Mamu, and then apparently some insane defense in Walker Kessler that I have yet to see. I've seen a couple 3 block, 4 block games, some good rim protection obviously, but I'm not really taking.
I think some of the contracts and during this free agency process have been pretty fair. I think Mamukalishvili
definitely fair.
$13 million is pretty fair for the season.
Also, I don't see a world in where somebody's gonna overpay for Mamukalishvili.
Yeah. Colin Sexton, pretty good contract.
Money. Grimes, I think, is a little too. I mean, if you're starting at your 3,
yeah,
we'll
15 mil is whatever.
He could play up to the contract.
Yeah, but to me, if you're giving $35 million to Walker Kessler, I think that's a bit.
It's a lot of money.
I don't.
He better be a 17 and 10 type of guy, giving you 2 blocks a game.
He better stay healthy, bro, because we just went through before the podcast.
I mean, even if he was doing 14 and 10, but it gave you 65 games, 70 games, I think that'd be solid.
But we were going through the games that Walker Kessler played. He started off his career pretty healthy, 74, and then he went to 68, and then he went to 54, and then he went to 5.
Yeah.
So it's been on a bit of a downward trend. During not a single time I watched Walker Kessler play, I thought he was a max contract player.
Yeah,
there was never a time.
He didn't get the max.
He got fine. There was no world where I thought he should be making more than Isaiah Hartenstein.
Yeah.
There's no way. And I mean, again, Luka is kind of the center uplifter. If you're a center playing along Luka, it's your stats are gonna get maxed out.
He is a lob threat, but is he he's not a Jackson Hayes kind of lob threat for Luka, or Gafford too.
He's a good role guy,
but Luka just likes to throw he can put it in the place you need it to, but with Gafford and Hayes, you can kind of just throw the ball.
Yeah, he's not that athletic. He's not like that. And he's starting to drop the little set shot from 3.
Yeah, he has a 3.
He was a 70 guy last year.
Played 5 games.
Played 5 games, just 70% from 3. I mean, if he can shoot 35% from 3,
that's hella.
Then I'll eat my words, right?
Yeah.
But I just don't think he should be making significant $10 million more than Isaiah Hartenstein. To me, if Isaiah Hartenstein is a top maybe the 10th best center in the league. Is that too low or too high?
I think that's probably solid.
Yeah, I don't. If Walker Kessler is not a top 10 center in the league, I don't think he should be making that much money.
I agree.
But
I think could be in theory a solid roster. Well, there's really no defense, which that should.
Where'd you have him in the West?
Maybe 6. Again, 6.
So OKC, San Antonio, Minnesota, Denver.
Yeah.
Are you saying they're the next best team?
Yeah, probably.
Let's think about this. I'm interested by
Phoenix. Loki got a power forward.
I'm asleep on Miles Bridges, bro.
Yeah,
Wow, I watched too much of that guy this season.
Is he not good?
He's so inefficient.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
I'm interested by Portland.
Portland, yeah, if I don't know how John Dame is gonna work, but Dame
yeah.
can definitely play off ball, which
100%.
puts us into our next topic.
Yeah.
The Ja Morant trade. Oshrid can tell you guys what Ja got traded for.
Ja got traded just for Jeremy Grant and Chris Murray. That's it. No picks. In a world where Desmond Bane got 4 firsts, Jaren Jackson got 4 firsts.
Crazy value because some people really think that Jeremy Grant's one of the worst contracts in the NBA.
NBA history.
NBA history. So like
he randomly got 5 years, 150 out of nowhere.
That was crazy.
It's such a random. The Portland's contract history is not good. Alan Crabb 4 years 70, Evan Turner 4 years 72. They gave Jake Layman 4 years 60. Shout out UMD. And then now they gave Jared.
He was on the Wolves too, man.
Yeah.
He got bunnies. He can dunk the ball.
Yeah.
But he can't do anything else.
He's dog shit with respect.
Yeah, made like 15 mil though, probably a couple years. They probably kept
15 mil back then is like 30 mil now, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know how they gave him 15. 4 years 60 for Jake Layman. Actually gave me a fucking heart attack.
What were they even doing that based off of?
And now Jeremy Grant 5 years, 150. But they got off that just like the Paul George deal. I think this is one of those trades for Portland where you're like, maybe it doesn't work, right?
But he got off of it.
He just got off like a really, really bad contract for a really, really talented player.
But at the same time, if it doesn't work and Ja's bad, his contract's terrible too. He's making 40 mil, right?
Yeah. I don't know how much Ja's making. He's on his rookie scale extension. I think he's extension eligible this offseason.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And you're not.
He's extension eligible right now.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody giving him an extension.
Because when did he get drafted? 2018? No, is that too early?
2019?
2019?
Or 2020 maybe. No, 2019.
Yeah, so he would have gotten his rookie scale extension in 2023, which he would have signed. That would have been like 5 years, 172. Yeah. And then it would be the third year of that. So I think in like 3 weeks he'd be extension eligible.
Yeah, he's not getting anything.
No.
Unless the Blazers decide to randomly sign him for his extension.
This is why the Jaylen Brown deal was so confusing to me. Because you would now have Ja, Dame,
and Drew Holiday. Yeah.
So surely you're not starting Ja, Dame, and Drew.
Surely you start Ja though.
Surely you start Ja and Dame.
Yeah.
Right?
But surely you don't want to start Ja and Dame.
Yeah, because you don't want to play Ja and Drew or Dame and Drew. Surely.
Yeah, you can't. Like Drew Holiday has to play next to one of those two.
So now
But there's no way you go and get Damian Lillard and let him sit for a whole season and then trade him this season.
He's not gonna get traded.
There's no way, especially like him wanting to come back to Portland. That would just be terrible.
So I would assume that Drew is gonna go back to Boston, and I would assume that Derek White comes back to Portland. If I had to take a guess, or I would assume that.
Ooh, that could be a little interesting then. But that's such a small 1 to 3 because.
Derek White can play the 3 at least.
Yeah, but still, Dame's like 6'2", Ja's like 6'1".
Yeah.
You have the
and Derek White's like 6'4", 6'5".
When you and then Kamara's obviously really good.
Kamara should start, bro.
Kamara, I think he will start at the 4. Oh no, you have to start Denny.
Yeah.
What am I talking about?
Yeah. That's the thing.
Yeah, you have to start Denny.
So I would just trade Drew for what, picks? Yeah. Bench players?
I guess so. Some more depth or Derek White. And I think this might have to be Derek White.
Bring Derek White off the bench?
Yeah. Or you start Derek White and bring Tamani off the bench.
Who needs a point guard?
The Celtics do.
I know the Celtics need a point guard, but I'm trying to think of who else, because I feel like Derek White's just not a good fit. Because I feel like you need to start Kamara. I feel like Kamara's better defender than Drew at this point. And
definitely.
You'd want Kamara to overcome a lot of the Ja, Dame defensive weaknesses.
Yeah.
And Denny too. Denny's a bad defender too.
Denny's terrible on defense, dude.
Maybe the Blazers aren't that. Like they have a lot of pieces. Like they have a Shaden Sharp off the bench. They have Scoot off the bench. They have Young Hansen off the bench.
Yeah. He kind of low-key got cooked a little bit during his rookie year, but
who they draft? Did they draft anyone?
Did they make a trade for anyone? The way they lost the pick.
This is bad. We should know this. Let's think of who the Blazers would have drafted. They did not draft anyone. Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah. So we're tripping.
Yeah. So they have no additions. Yeah, bro. I don't know. So the Blazers. I'm trying to think.
Because we can't really expect Dame to step up defensively, especially coming off a torn Achilles.
Not anymore. He wasn't a good defender when he's healthy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We're not expecting Ja to at like 180 pounds at 6'2" to not even 180 probably, maybe even 170 if we're being honest.
Fuck.
To step up defensively and guard the likes of Anthony Edwards and LaMelo Ball.
No shot.
And like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Jamal Murray.
No shot.
But I mean they have talent, so. And they do have a really good head coach now, in my opinion.
And Mike Conori.
Yeah.
Who they're paying 1 year. And
That's
then,
crazy, dude.
then
And it's it's like an incentive-based salary fully. Like
Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming there's probably like a base minimum that he knows he can make.
Mm-hmm.
But like I think that how much do you think that base minimum is?
It's 1.5 million or something.
Oh, bro, that's hella calm, man. Yo, what is everyone tripping about? Wow,
Because the average minimum salary is 7 mil for a coach.
Oh, what is going on?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He's getting like severely underpaid.
Yeah, wow.
And like his whole contract is like incentive based.
Yeah.
It's like if they make the playoffs, he gets an extra mil. If they win around, he gets an extra mil.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting. We'll see how they do. And then yeah, they have a good team though.
So I guess before we end, we should probably talk about LeBron more thoroughly.
Yeah.
So the rumored destinations are what? The Warriors, the Heat, and the Cavs are probably the top 3 destinations that LeBron's probably going to go to.
Yeah.
Who do you think is most likely? Or do you think there's an outside team that...
I forgot whose podcast I was watching today. Somebody said the Pacers could be an interesting fit. Not as a team that he could like potentially go to. This is an interesting fit because they get Tyrese back. They made a trade for Zubac in the offseason, which is I think is good.
I guess.
That's just like that's an interesting thing, but well, I think he's probably gonna end up going to the Warriors in my opinion if we were to choose a team. He's like he loves Steph. Obviously, they have a good chemistry, so I think that's the team.
I'm trying to think, because I was talking with my friends. I was thinking, if you're gonna trade for LeBron probably at 42 probably wants a few things, right? Like warm weather. Player wants to play with the player that he wants to play with, and with like a realistic chance of winning the championship, right?
Do the Warriors still have? Don't know if the Warriors would have a
realistic chance of winning the championship.
Yeah.
If they get AD, I think it's like in his head. I think they could do it, right? Like Steph, AD, LeBron, right Draymond, Pods.
Yeah, Pods.
But to me,
like literally a bunch of like all basically Hall of Famers and then just Pods.
But if I'm like thinking like where would I want LeBron to go to that he fits that would like put him in contention immediately, it would be you guys.
Definitely, yeah.
It would be the Sixers.
I don't think he would come to us. Well, I think the thing
you guys are low-key rising up in the odds, bro.
Yeah, apparently we are. The only thing I think was holding back is it being in Minnesota and it's really cold.
Yeah.
That's definitely just the one thing.
I'm playing LaMelo, I think I'd give him a heart attack, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, probably. But that would be really good for LaMelo, though.
It'd be really good for LaMelo, but I think, like...
I don't think LeBron would want to deal with that in his 40
if you were to...
last season in the NBA.
If you were to, like, diagram, like, the opposite of LeBron, it would be LaMelo. Yeah. Like, it would be, like...
Also, like, I know LeBron loves Ant, but... Like, the idea of spending a season with Ant is probably, like, so good in rainbows, but... He'll probably give him a headache too at one point.
Probably, yeah. It's one of those like you like him from afar situation. But the sneaky one, bro, Denver.
Denver would be cool.
Because then you just replace Aaron Gordon with LeBron.
Yeah, or you replace Cam Johnson with LeBron.
But don't you think Aaron Gordon and LeBron are kind of redundant or not?
Not really.
You think they could go?
I feel like you just replaced the worst player on that team, to be honest. Because I think Aaron Gordon provides them with a lot of defensive upside.
And Aaron Gordon's a strap now, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Sometimes So he dropped 50 points in the first game of the season, bro.
Yeah, so then you have what? Then you're playing
and then they signed Peyton Watson too.
Yeah.
That could be a solid team right there.
Yeah. That's what I'm concerned about. But I think if you're LeBron, I think you go east. That's why I'm kind of cooling on the Warriors thing. And I think
Miami.
I'm thinking Cleveland now.
Cleveland?
Because I think he just announced he's doing a documentary.
Oh, yeah. Where else would you want to do a documentary?
Yeah.
Cleveland, yeah. That's where you started your career. That's where you end your career.
Yeah. Right? It would be like sort of a last dance situation.
Yeah.
So,
like, there's no way you want to do your documentary and you want it to be in Minnesota.
So that would be James Harden, Donovan Mitchell, LeBron James, Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen.
That's a good team.
It's a good team.
That's a good team. Yeah.
And LeBron would probably have a heart attack playing with James Harden, but that's a good team, bro. That would be the best team in the East.
Yeah, definitely. If that happens, yeah. That's gonna be, yeah. I wonder when. Hopefully,
I think he's gonna like August, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I think
he's gonna drag
it out. Yeah. I think he's gonna take as many meetings as he can. Think about this last free agency. I think he's gonna.
How many meetings do you think he takes in one day?
One. I think he takes like one every like 3 days. I think he like really sits on it. I think he'll take one from like Minnesota. He'll take one from Philly. He'll take one from Cleveland. He'll take one from like Houston just to fuck around.
What do you think's on these meetings? Do you think it's just like the GM, the president?
Bro, they're bringing in the cavalry, bro.
I feel like you gotta bring Ant if you're Minnesota.
Yeah, you gotta bring Ant. You gotta bring Kevin Garnett. You gotta
bring like you gotta bring Kevin Love.
Yeah,
Bringing Kevin Love would that would help a lot.
Yeah. Like if you're Cleveland,
you're probably bringing Kevin Love too.
Yeah,
you're probably bringing J.R. Smith. You're probably bringing everyone.
You're bringing the whole 2016 championship.
Everyone that went on that golf trip is coming to Cleveland for that page.
Yeah, and then if you're Philly, bro, you're bringing Allen Iverson. You're bringing in Julius Irving. You're bringing in everyone. Bro. Yeah, it's like a sneaker pitch. He's the fact that no glaze. The fact that he's still able to choose his destination from 12 different teams at 41 is insane. I remember Vince Carter was 41. He was like begging the Hawks to give him another contract, bro. Mike Conley just like crawled in the Celtics. Like it's the fact that he's still doing this.
Dude, I feel bad for Mike, man. He probably thought that he was gonna have another chance at competing for a chip, and then the Celtics traded
Jaylen Brown for Paul George. He's like, fuck, I gotta go Paul George now.
Yeah, he should just come back and sign a vet min for us again, dude. It's honestly, we've lost so many bets, which isn't good either. But that's a later problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see where LeBron ends up. I think hopefully, for the sake of NBA fans and the NBA world, with how boring the NBA offseason is, hopefully he makes it. Honestly, actually, if he drags it, that could be better because you don't want everything.
That could be a content glitch, bro. We can talk about. You can slowly bring it up every episode.
Yeah, I just keep going with it. Yeah. But yeah, hey, we'll talk about summer league for you guys too when that starts.
Yeah.
But yeah, is there anything else you wanted to touch on until then?
I think we're good.
Yeah. We'll definitely do some more short form content. I know we've been saying that, but we'll get on that. But until then, follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at OffTheDribble Pod, and we'll see you guys next episode. Peace.